Alrighty, welcome back guys to Prison Architect. Welcome back to our beautiful, beautiful little settlement here. Well, enclosed settlement I should say. Where we left off before, we were talking about possibly getting some, maybe getting a chapel up here, maybe some other stuff like classrooms and even visitation. I think that would work nice over there. I think, well, these guys seem to have no respect for all the cells I just built for them. So they are, I thought that maximum safe capacity is 23 and we only have room for 20, or well, we have 88. So, I don't see why nobody's using themselves, at least I don't think anybody's using themselves. But that's just me. I'm pretty sure there's other people in them. So what we can start off by doing is we can look at some of this stuff. We can unlock micromanagement, but we can also do small cells. They're being unlocked. We are researching that, and that'll be available in less than 7 hours. We're gonna get we're gonna unlock security for now. And we can start off by building our very nice little place here. This, maybe we can build the chapel and get everything kind of working for us. We can make this area here the, no, well, we have insufficient funds, but we will be adding a visitation area right over here. Oh, I paused the game by accident. So let's fast forward this and let's see where it goes. Let's see what we can do with all this. I think we could possibly expand up into here in terms of minimum and medium security prisoners. And let's see here what we can do. We can get well, prison policies unlocked. Let's see, legal prep, possibly permanent punishments. I'm not entirely sure. There's so much to choose from. Anyway, let's see how everybody's doing here. So it seems like we're good on electricity. We don't need to add any more capacitors for now. Looks like there's some hot water that is not getting towards this radiator, so let's get to it. Let's add one thing there. Maybe even have it so that way it connects up to these guys, even though, you know, it doesn't entirely matter. But let's do it anyway. We're gonna see what we can do here. Okay. Seems like since we're kind of tight on cash right now. Oh, looks like there was a death. Let's see here. Richard Jackson, 48. Well, he's finally dead, and I feel bad for him. It really does suck when, you know, when they all end up just dying. It really just kind of breaks my heart. Because, you know, prison's all about, you know, it's just the fact that people end up dying in prison. You know, it's like, you know, they're never going to see their families again. And, you know, and that's for some of the cases. Of course, it ends up being that thing where, oh, okay, so they're behind bars, but now they're gonna get killed. I mean, they're either way they're dead, so why bother? It's just, it's quite a damn thing that happens. It's quite a damn shame, at least. So I'm just kind of taking all these things of wood off their hands, and let's see here if we can get all this shit out of here. Let's get the wood. I'm just taking all of it because I really don't care. So, give me the wood. Give me that wood. Give me your garbage because I don't think anybody wants to buy garbage. But anyway. Alright, so let's see here. Oh, there's another death. Okay. So, we need to get possibly some suppression kind of going on here. We need to get everybody suppressed. We need deployments. We're going to need possibly we're gonna need patrols too, so there we go. So we need a chief, and we're gonna get a chief right now. So there we go. And of course we got this guard that's relaxing in the chief's office, and now they're gonna, oh, well, she's injured, and they're soon gonna tell her to get the fuck out. So soon enough she will get the fuck out. Let's go up here. Let's try to get some availability going through here in terms of electricity. Okay, so it looks like that's doing okay for now. We are leaving these spots open to allow them, because it's not like we want them to go over here, or we could end up separating it, and we could end up adding these two as hallways, but then again, I'm not entirely sure if we want to do that. We just want to allow as much flow as possible, so that way we don't have multiple people coming in and out of one hallway, or at least two. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna, oh, we can't even finish off that. Can't even finish that off. We have to wait for our little funds. So let's see about grants here. Cell block A, we basically did raise our cell capacity. Let's see about this. Oh, well, we finished it anyway, so because we raised our capacity there. We're gonna get maybe a crackdown on drugs. That'll be, it's got a $15,000 completion bonus, and we're gonna basically get every one of these guys. We're gonna take all their drugs, all their blunts and whatnot, and let's do a shakedown. So here we go. Shakedown underway. Alright, so what we got here is a bunch of prisoners who seem to be pissed off about, God forbid, their drugs, and how mean we are for, you know, taking those away from them. Of course we're gonna get maybe that, because I've had other prisons where, you know, especially, I'm pretty sure it was the last episode. Yeah, it was the other episode where everybody just started escaping, and it was like, dude, why are you all escaping? Like, what did I do to make you guys escape? What did I do? I mean, it never made any sense to me. People are ungrateful for all the opportunities that I do give them, and that does make me a little bit mad. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to allow this whole area here. We're going to actually make it a little bit bigger, but we're going to have a double tile hallway, and let's get it going in here. And then we're going to have the kitchen kind of blocked off. Let's see here. The food budget experiment is over, and the results are inconclusive. You are free to set your food policies back to whatever you wish. Okay, so what we are going to do with that, real quick, under policy, we're going to set everything to high. Because why not? I mean, at least it keeps them from, you know, going on a rampage, which really we don't want them to do. But there's a good chance they might end up doing that anyway. So we can make this area here. We're gonna make this off into. We're gonna kind of build walls here and kind of make them into different rooms and whatnot. So we're gonna have a chapel right here. Of course, kind of a big chapel. So actually, it wasn't even that big. So we could actually have it just like that. We could have a wall right here. That's what we are going to do. Let's put some fake walls up, so, you know, some ghost walls, and let's see about. Let's see here, 5 by 5. Okay, so that can be it. That could be one thing, and that could be another. But of course, another room. But unfortunately, we can't do that. I was talking about, of course, talking about possibly some parole rooms right here. But what we can do is make this area here Possibly. Actually, you know what? With all these things happening right here, we're going to hire more guards. And we're going to make sure 30 guards. There we go. So we got 10 guards, over 10 guards that are available right now. 15 out of 30. So everybody should be, you know, doing their job and whatnot, you know. Okay, so back to this. So what we are going to do is we're going to make this a common room, and maybe even have a staff room up here. I'm not sure how big we have to have a staff room. We have to have a 4x4 staff room. Okay, so we're going to actually make it a little bit bigger than that, just to make it a little bit more, you know, comfortable and more realistic. So these guys are going to have their, they're going to have a 8x10 common room, and let's see here. We're going to add visitation over here, and let's add maybe some storage right here. I think we can do that. Of course, there's another storage area. We could actually make this into something else. I'm not entirely sure what we could make it into, but we're going to make it into something. I think, oh, and we have the morgue and we have the infirmary, so I think that would be good to get in there. We can get an infirmary right here, and we can also add a morgue. So that way, you know, you got all these people who are dead and whatnot. I think that would be nice to see some quality dead people kind of going through here. And then we're gonna add maybe a cleaning cupboard somewhere around here. We are gonna have to have parole around here. Of course, it's not 5x5, so there we go. Actually, we could make it that big. And of course, these guys are not happy with that, so we could make 2 tables. We could have 2 tables right there, one on that side and one on this side, and then have like a little dividing wall. You know, just for everybody's, you know, everybody's sake, everybody's enjoyment. So, what else can we get over here? Can we get? It doesn't really look like we can do too much with this area other than make it into a, we can make this area and possibly into a classroom whenever we get into it. But I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're going to quickly, you know, we're going to get rid of the staff room. We're going to have the staff room possibly right here. There we go. And then of course they can have access to basically everything. So that way, oh well, I'm not entirely sure if we want to do that actually, because we could have the infirmary right here, we could have the, maybe even have the staff room. It kind of boggles my mind, I'm being stupid right here, but we're going to have the staff room kind of leading through one of the areas, maybe through the parole and the morgue, because God forbid people actually want to see that. So we are going to get these brick walls kind of put up here. Let's get them kind of going here. There we go. All right. So then we're gonna add like a little dividing wall here, whenever that would be. Is there like a center line that we can get it? No. Okay. And then we're of course going to get some visitor tables. And there we go. Oh well, we got a $10,000 prisoner intake, and it looks like we should edit the intake. I don't know why we haven't already, but this prison is closed for business, and we're gonna get some staff doors. We're gonna get a door here for the staff, or for the common room, and of course $15,000 grant completion payment. Not sure what that was about, but hey, who cares? So what we are going to do here is have we're gonna have it kind of leading out to both sides. Of course, get a staff door there. We're gonna have a regular door here, and maybe over here. I think we can get one right over here. All right, and then of course we do need one door right here. All right, and then we're gonna get the chapel kind of working. We're gonna get that up and running. Of course, we're gonna have 4 rows of pews, and we're gonna have the same over here with 3 in a row. All right, so that way everybody can get their daily dose of prayers in. They can do this and not have to complain about some utter bullshit. So then we're gonna get a couple windows, so that way people can glance out the window while, you know, they hear the priest trying to talk, you know, and they could think about, you know, what they did to get themselves in there, and, you know, reflect and yada yada yada. You know, think about smoking blunts. But of course, who cares what I was saying about the chapel? Let's focus on the common room now. So we got some weight benches in there, and with some telephones. Yes, I called it a telephone. We are going to add a couple pool tables, actually. Let's add a couple right here. And we are going to add a television, pretty big television, and we're going to have maybe like a place to sit down right over here for all the prisoners. So let's do that. And actually, no. Here we go. And then, of course, we're going to get actually this whole row. There we go. Alright, I think that looks okay. And then, of course, we're going to have to get we're going to get a radio. So that way, you know, these guys can listen to the radio while they're trying to do one of those Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. They're going to be distracted so much by just little shit. And, yeah, we are going to get a wide sofa for these guys. They were here first. So, that's our common room right there. We're not entirely sure what that is going to be yet. The staff room here, we might end up making that into a classroom, just as a heads up. We're going to have, possibly, we're going to have the couch right there, and we're going to get another telly over here, another Teletubby, and we're going to get a radio, and maybe an arcade cabinet, you know, so that way these guys can play games and, you know, hope that they don't, you know, have to respond to a call of like a mass bloody murder, because there's a good chance that they might, and that's okay, because that's prison. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of this planned wall here. Okay, then we're gonna get a staff, no, actually not even a staff door, but we are gonna get a door right there. Okay, then of course these guys, they need a medical bed, at least a couple. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, and so for the morgue, we do need morgue slabs. That way they can prance on by all the dead people. And not sure what we're gonna do about that yet. We might end up making that into a cleaning cupboard, but yeah, like I said, we don't know yet. So we're gonna add maybe a couple bookshelves in here. There we go, that kind of fits nicely, if you know what I mean. Okay. And of course, we might want to get some sprinklers for the kitchen, so that way, you know, everybody's happy and nothing catches fire, especially over here. And I think that's okay for now. And of course, these guys are going to need water, so let's get them water. These little thingies over here. Okay. Alright, so that's good. Any place needs water other than that up there? No. Okay, so these guys, they got their water. Let's see what's going on here. We're gonna need some doctors, so let's hire 3. so that way, you know, everybody can be healed. Because we have a mosh pit of people that need to be healed. Okay, so staff morale is high. 3 prisoners have been unnecessarily searched recently. 52 prisoners have serious... Oh, yep, kind of fluctuated there. Prisoners have serious complaints. 20 prisoners are shackled in their cells or in solitary. I mean, that's kind of part of it. I mean, they kind of brought that one up on them. They kind of brought it up, you know, upon themselves. And there's really just nothing that we can do about that. But we are going to have to possibly make a, let's see about the prisoners. I want to be able to find that one guy that's a snitch. Let's see here. Bennett, Tim, Clark, Reese. I am not entirely sure where that guy is. Let's see here. Tough and social. Social, I meant. The cook is tired and pissed off. That sounds a lot like me when I'm at work, or at least when I have to go to work. Okay. Well, I can't figure out where this guy is because he's lost in a mosh pit here. Of course, he might have not even been in there. And, yeah. Okay. Well, we can't really find him now, so if he dies... Oh, my bad. If he dies, he dies. So, not much we can really say or do at this point. We are going to have to get a visitation area kind of going in here. I think that would look nice. And then, of course, we're going to need a fence for an airlock kind of thing. So that way prisoners aren't escaping as soon as, you know, as soon as they get out. Actually, let's go here. There we go. Alright. That looks nice. That looks okay. Of course, we're going to have some stone walkways. A stone walkway here. We're going to need a jail door here. We're going to need a large jail door here. And another large jail door there. And so we're gonna tempt everybody by building windows. Of course, we're not getting that yet. So let's get some windows in for the cooks too. That would be nice, and especially some of these prisoners here. So that way, you know, we can piss them off royally by having all these different places, having all these different windows, and not, you know, being able to get everybody out because of parole reasons. So I think what we can do, programs, we can see about parole. We can start doing parole hearings. Let's see when we can do all that. So these walls are being built, we're getting visitation in. Alright, and then we're going to need some visitation. Yep, visitors tables. Of course, that'll be nice. Oh, nope, not like that. Could have one right there. Then we could have another one like that, and another one like that. Okay, so we have all that. I think what we can do real quick is start, you know, expanding into maybe some more places. So we can have this set as cell block B. So let's do it. I think we're gonna add more things in here. And of course down here, like I said, we're gonna have protective custody, but we're not gonna create it just yet. We're not gonna, you know, deal with that. So what we can do now is just sit here and kind of wait for everything to get fixed, or well, everything to get made. So let's see here. Let's go up to 30 workmen. Let's see here. According to some of our guards, a new radio host on the station the prisoners listen to has been saying a lot of things that are riling the inmates up. It might be worth removing the radios for the time being unless they start to take what he's saying seriously. Okay. Alright. Well, we're going to dismantle the radios. Even though it's not entirely necessary, though. That's also another thing. But it's okay. These guys don't even have that much to do in here, too. They need a lot of recreation. And that's the funny part. Oh, we had one escape today. Unfortunately, we were not looking, and of course, you know, everything was, we didn't look hard enough. So, let's see here. We could get micromanagement, unlocks food logistics. We can do that. And let's quickly plan out what we are going to do with this. Let's pause right here. So what we are going to do is we're going to have a wall right there. And then, of course, we can have possibly some... we can have... not necessarily an airlock, because we can have a... we could have rooms kind of connecting there. Or we can have doors, I meant. But what we are going to get is a kitchen for these guys. That way, you know, we can get all the... everybody can get food. And we're going to have ourselves a... well, not a nice little, because it'll be pretty damn big. But a potential... there we go. Now we're going to get rid of that. A... canteen area. I don't know why it took me so long to say that, but we are going to have shared cells in here, of course. So we are going to do that, and let's get some electrical running through here. So let's do it. Let us do it. Okay. All right. So let's bring this down. I like kind of like connecting them up just to make sure that, you know, electricity and water is flowing correctly. So we are going to turn this into maximum security. So let's see what we can get in here. We can keep on planning, and we could possibly get some solitary cells down here. Get some 7s kind of going in here. And let's see here. Get all these H's. And this could be the solitary ward for maximum security. And while I'm not entirely sure, you know, if that's even going to be doable, or while there's not going to be too many people using that, it's okay though, because why not? Why not? So, actually what we could do, we could actually use that, and then, of course, that's going to be tricky, because then they'll have like a big solitary, so we're just going to make that into the hallway, and then of course these guys can be solitary up here. And then of course we can have like a mass shower area somewhere, but we will figure that out in the next episode. So guys, if you guys enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe for more, and be sure to share it with your friends too, because we're going to be playing this a lot more now that, unfortunately, City Skylines, if you haven't watched the video yet, I encourage you guys to go check that out, because it does have some important information that you could probably tell from the thumbnail, but who cares. So,